Hi guys. Yeah, my name is Ollie and this is Pathfinder. So I did have a look in the book. The rage powers are actually described at the character creation section, but I guess in the encyclopedia it's not encyclopedia. Um, so I went through all of this, and to be honest, I couldn't find it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they will add it later, or maybe I overlooked it. Not sure, but I did look it up in the internet. Um, if they, and I'm not sure about that, if they use all sources, there are some interesting totem rage powers. They kind of build on each other like in 3 steps. If you choose one rage, one totem as a rage power, um, you get later on level 6 and 8 or 10 or 12, something like that. Usually in 3 steps, you get other stuff, more advanced things that belong to the same totem group. And the totems I have seen so far look promising, but I don't know how many they have implemented into the game.
It is done.
I am under the impression that they haven't implemented like everything they could, but that would probably, like from all sources, it would probably be a bit much. And I'm also still um, it will be interesting how far we can actually travel, how much we can see of Golarion, how limited the scope of the game is. I would really like to sell some stuff.
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious?
Whatever you say.
More simple, like Lindsay the Great.
It's not finished, huh?
Maybe Lindsay the Indecisive.
Yep, that's fine with me. Little Lindsay. How about that? Cute little Lindsay. So it says in the encyclopedia that it's an entry like Lindsay's journal. So I guess no matter what you do, you always take Lindsay with you. That's my guess. Even if I go like lawful all the way, lawful evil or whatever. But who knows? Mm. Yeah, the spells. I kind of want to know if we already use this per day. Rest to restore spells. Yeah, indeed, we have to rest. Is this possible though here? I wonder. What about meta magic? So we can combine spells. Decoration. Resulting level of current spell was meta magic applied. So she has that. Or do I need to? I'm not sure. Decoration? I have no idea what I'm doing here, to be honest. So I'm not going to click that. Well, let's just try and see if we can manage. I really would like to sell some stuff though. I'm still not sure why. Oh, hang on. This time we get also stash. Maybe it was buggy? They did a lot. Like every time I go online again, they have an update for Pathfinder. So I guess some things are not functioning yet as they're supposed to be functioning yet. Maybe that was like some bug or something. I'm not sure. Short bow. Yeah, I wanna get a little lighter here on the weight. Chainmail, chain shirt, chainmail. I'm not keeping more than one of everything. Padded. Away you go. Yeah, I'm not going to use padded. What? You don't want to? Oh, you have to. Sometimes you have to be really precise. You have to look exactly where you click. Like if you're just a little bit off, then it doesn't work. I should switch to dagger now, by the way. Yeah, I definitely should. And maybe try out a little more stealth approach. Oh, that's leather. Um, Heavy. Okay, yeah, we need to get that down. This this doesn't work. Oh, this is all the stuff that we should sell to merchants anyway. That's cool. That might be interesting to. Those might be good items to enchant, but maybe it's a bit too early for that. We don't have any money for that anyway, so yeah, let's wait till later. We'll still find enough rings and whatnot. Merchant. Oh, this is a recipe. Silver ring. Yeah, let's sell it. What's this? Silver disc. Curse. No, was the book about barbarians, but maybe we need that. This one we can sell. Merchant. Merchant. Bauble. We keep this. We're getting a little money. Long sword, dagger. Short sword. What else? Two-handed, longbow, short bow. Those are some odd weapons. Short bow, so we have two short bows. Club, let's sell a club. Who needs a club? Long sword, merchant, shield, chainmail. What's this? Merchant. Yeah, sell the gem, horseshoe. This is all eating stuff. This is a potion. Incense. Oh, I see. I really gotta check more carefully. Okay, well, let's keep this for a second here. Shield, chain shirt. I mean, I could like sort through it like this, but I don't know. I'm doing it this way now. Those are like grenades. Great axe. Keep that. The bow. Composite bow. What's this anyway? Masterwork. Light mace. I mean, it's not that we really need it, right? What was his weapon? If I could only remember. I think it was a hammer, right? Short bow. Salad. Potatoes. What's this? Camping. Oh, let's just keep it there. Leather. Wolf pelt. An item of interest to a craftsman or collector. And merchant. Let's keep it here for now. Heavy mace. Light mace. Yeah, they're a little different. Jasper. Silver spoon. Rope. Seems useful. Heavy crossbow. And another potion. Another longsword. Alright. Sorta like this. Deal. Okay. And yeah, we already went through that. 776. Oh yeah, how this... We're still carrying too much weight, aren't we? Well, hang on, can I... Is there like a description? Outside of combat, 20 feet group speed, 67% travel speed reduce? Reduce? Man. If you want to move around the world, get rid of your excess weight. Sure. This stinks. I need to sell even more. Alright, so let me check one more time what everybody... She's good with her large bastard sword. Does she really want like another weapon? I mean, it's good if you have like an extra weapon, right? And she's pretty strong. Qualities oversized enhancement. Oh, that's the sword. Looking at the wrong thing. Martial proficiency. Well, that should work. Let's give her that. She has a dagger, light crossbow, and oh, this is a heavy mace that you're carrying. So, 1-8. I could give you the masterwork light, but it does less damage. So this is the same. So we might sell all of this. What about this heavy shield? 2. Let me compare. Where is it? There. Oh, you cannot. Right, you cannot equip this. Okay, so you definitely need a dagger now. At least one. Yeah, we're keeping one dagger, definitely. And the rest I'm going to sell. So this is a chain shirt. And oh, this is the best you can do, right? Chain shirt. Chain mail is already too rough. Yeah, way better than leather. And this is breastplate 6. I don't think we have anything that's comparable to this. Oh wait, banded mail, -6 armor check penalty, arcane spell failure, even worse. I will keep this, but I'm not going to put it on him now. Maybe I'll change my mind later, but I don't want the arcane spell failure to be that high. Does it even count for cleric spells, I wonder? Gotta find that out at some point. Potion of bark skin. Yeah, let's give her that. Cure moderate wounds. And yeah, why not acid? She is quite, she has a good amount of dexterity. Throw used to be a skill, but I'm not sure. It's... maybe I'm confusing that with another system. So I guess the throw... I don't even know how this works, but dexterity is 6. She should be fine, unless it goes on... it's dependent on strength, which I don't hope. But we will see how it goes during battle. The armor is leather. Oh, she can wear a chain shirt. -2 armor check. Oh, arcane spell is a little higher, but she's not casting that many spells at the moment, right? So she might wanna use a chain shirt for now. We can still change that. And what about you? Hide. Armor 4. Chainmail. Max dexterity 2. Well, that's no problem. Arcane spell is no problem at all with you, so yeah, I think I'm actually going to change your iconic hide armor. And the rest can be sold. Oh, there's another shield that I forgot, but I doubt it's better than the one we have, the buckler. Yeah. Let's keep it though, just in case the arcane spell failure really does matter. And this is a heavy crossbow. You can use it, so let's give it to him as a secondary weapon. Everybody has a secondary weapon now. What do I carry here? Light crossbow. Alright. Cool. Do we have any potion slots open? Oh, we do. We definitely do. She needs more potions. What's this? Enlarged person. I don't know. Nah, but what does the enlargement do? Instant grows, multiplying its weight, increase changes category size, +2 bonus to strength, -2 to dexterity. I don't know. Maybe for now. I'm not. Nah. Let's just keep it for a special occasion. Remove blindness. I don't know. And you get one more health potion, acid flask, alchemist fire. You got both strength and dex. You should be fine throwing that stuff. Alrighty. So inner sea something, and that's an armor actually. Okay. You always gotta save after those inventory management sessions. If you die after that and you haven't saved, oh, you gotta redo all of that. Horrible. Okay, so this, and this. Now we're at medium. This should be a little better. This should be a little better. Don't we really have anything that we want? Nope, it's way too expensive. Okay. Anything else? We're going to keep all that. Okay, fine. So, let's do this. Let's get to the point. You say the bandits are going to attack again? Who are they? And when will they arrive? My guess would be they arrive as soon as I'm ready, and click on wait for attack. Oleg waves his hand sullenly. Who are they? There's a Stag Lord's gang, that's who. This land's team was bandits. Like bedbugs in a beggar's hut, and you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. Hmm. Lawful good. Heroic neutral. I'll help you. I'm not really interested in your post, but I never back down from a good fight. Well, this is a little condescending, right? Well, I don't really care for peasants, for the worries of the common man. Let's gather some more intel here. They claimed they were collecting taxes. Why? For the Stag Lord and his cronies, of course. The Stag Lord fancies himself a king in these parts. He may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders as long as they're paid. So they charge an arm and a leg as taxes, and they call this. There are his scare quotes again, and they call their executions punishment for treason. Oh, punishment for treason. Even those who never swore allegiance to the Stag Lord. This is like a mafia here. They're killed fast if they're lucky. If not, Oleg looks to Svetlana. Dove, why don't you go start supper while we finish our talk? And so you don't hear all the gruesome details that I'm going to talk about now. I've no need to be protected from dark talk. I'm not some blind kitten, you know. I've seen what they do to people. Svetlana lowers her head. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits, but there are a few monsters among the leadership, especially those close to the Stag Lord. Orcs and Dovin from Nisrock come to mind. They like to make a show of their tortures and executions. My husband and I, we saw the bodies. Tell me as much as you know. How many bandits are there? What do they want? What do they want? Those bloodsuckers think they own this land. They come, take what they want, and steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for the leader. They even broke our gate, so we couldn't try to hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come. Sometimes it's a whole gang. I'd have shown them what for long ago, if not for Svetlana. Okay. Lawful evil, let's go through this. The safety of your post may have been one of the conditions placed in granting the barony, but she said nothing about having to listen to you whining. Okay. Alright, I'll go neutral. Even though I wouldn't really phrase it like this. I'll help you. I'm not really interested in your post, but I never back down from a good fight. Well, thanks, I guess. I might even be able to scrape some sort of reward together for you if you manage to defend the post. I don't want to screw up my alignment. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that can be used for the battle. I'm not sure she should hide. You know, she could at least, like, throw some stuff out of the window. Like, I don't know, burning oil or whatever. While we defend the gate. Yeah. Okay, there may be some tools that can be used for battle. Yeah, I found one thing. There are some pretty solid traps around. Those I did find. Some tar? Oh, that's tar. And a box of alchemist's fire, looks like. Alchemist's fire? We could put it by the gate, light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. But that could set the post on fire, Oleg shouts, surprised. Well, maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them. Alright, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good with a bow back in my day. Can you answer a few more questions for me? I'm afraid they'll come back while we're chatting away, but what's to be done? Oleg mumbles. Alright, enough about the bandits for now. Meanwhile, they'll never have enough. Are we really prepared? I don't think so. I think we need to use the tar somehow. That's the tar. Are we too stupid to use it? Is there a certain skill for this that we're lacking? Spill tar near the trading post entrance to help slow down the bandits. Of course we do this. Great. Excellent. That's better. See, now we're a little faster. I knew it. I remember the game speed differently here. Alright, now I'm finally truly ready for this. Wait for attack. I'm prepared for the attack. Get in your positions and wait. Amiri flexes her shoulders. Finally, a fight was bought without talking. Well, these aren't the heroics I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes had to start somewhere. I see you're not easily cowed. I beg you, be careful, and please don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Yeah, well, we are risking our lives, so I don't know, maybe you should as well. Svetlana, go hide inside. We're going to meet our guests. Okay, let's see how many of them are here now. A lot. Kobolds eat me alive. That's all I got to read. Alchemist's fire, reflex save. Alright. Lot of hurt and damage. Whoa. We cannot... Look at all those red lines. We cannot control him right now. Clicking on him. Oh, he's fighting with us. That's awfully nice of him. Where's Svetlana? Nowhere to be found. Okay. What was this? Is there a bird on the trap? Yeah, we don't want to charge into this. So let's just start with some spells. Hypnotism. Yeah, let's try this. Oh, I gotta see, is this all targets? No, only enemies. That's great. But they're not in range, I see. Oh well, we'll just...
Serves you right.
Yeah, we'll just attack them. You can summon some decoy. Oh, we have 2 of those summon spells. Totally forgot that. And you... well... Victor? No, I don't want to switch weapons now. Just move ahead a little bit. And you as well, so we can hit the first guys here. Oof. A lot of people incoming. Oof. Oof. Oh, this is going to be fun. I don't want to step into the tower now. Oh, they're dying quickly. That's good. This one is almost dead. There are already 3 bodies there. Okay, now you. Can you charge? Is this far enough? Oof. Have you been hit as well? Sneak attack. Eee. Oh, I gotta do something here. Oh, don't die, please.
I always survive.
One of you guys has a resurrection potion. But it'd be a shame to use it on this, to be honest. Let's try to survive this anyway. How many are there? Two. Both like half full.
They go down.
What? Oh. This one.
We can do it. I always survive.
Oh, a dog. I was wondering. No, don't go in this tar pit there, please. Let's try to move. Alright, so I guess we're all going through.
Repent.
Well, so far, this is all fine and good. Except for the one death. She dies quickly. We really need a better tank here. Get some rest at Oleg's trading post. Alright. Well, that was easier than I thought. Collect all and we can immediately sell all the stuff again. Oh, that looked interesting. Oh, come on everybody. Oh, right, and I gotta change the formations, right? Did I miss something? What's this? What is this? Info? An empty tar pod, I see. Formation. Well... Yeah, let's go... This is a bit odd, but... Well, I am chaotic, right? So I have to have a chaotic formation. Now, that is something that needs to be fixed, probably. Okay. Oh, the music got more lighthearted. Oleg is breathing heavily, but he shakes his fist in the air menacingly. You rats got what you deserve. Now they'll know better than to treat honest people like cattle. And our Boken here taught them a thing or two as well. You convinced the old alchemist Boken to help you in your struggle against the bandits. Yeah, he did well. Now, my lord, head on up to the guest rooms on the second floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. And don't ask about the meal that we're serving here, if it tastes a little different. It's freshly prepared from the kettle behind the house. What? You don't see any? No, they're there. They're a little tough to spot through all the trees, you know. And this is for your efforts. Now don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fighter deserves an honest reward. If that were more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. And we got a whopping 100 gold coins. Great, but I still need to... Well, let's check out what we got first. Actually, this was the only interesting piece. Cloak of Resistance. +1 resistance on all saving throws. Yeah, I guess Lindsay would do well to carry that. I'm still wondering that's a shame. Who could wear this? Like, almost nobody. Like, really, only a wizard or anyway. Right. I didn't even use all that, all those bombs. The other guys did though. Grenades or flasks or whatever. AoE. Potions. We'll talk tomorrow. I still need to clean this mess. Getting rid of all this blood will take forever. Well, you don't need to scrub the floor. You just need to get rid of the bodies. Oh, a chicken. A rooster. That's what it was. I wondered what kind of creature that was. So, do we get to rest for free? I hope. Oh, look at that. There's an insight here. Potatoes. Is this considered stealing? Oh, I don't think so. I mean, we saved their lives, right? They surely won't mind. I'm glad it's all over, even if there was a fight. We'll talk tomorrow once I've finished working. Guess we gotta go up here. If we manage to do that and don't get stuck in a walking loop. Oh, great. Oh,
I can't do it.
you put a treasure chest for us up here. With a little...
Adventures await.
Why can't you do it? Yeah, I know it's locked.
There is no greater satisfaction than overcoming
But you're a
challenge.
thief, man.
That is, of course, until one day the challenge overcomes you.
Yeah, whatever you say. Go to sleep. Give me all that. Pearl, incense. I'll resell them their own stuff. What's this? Guide for Travelers, Hunters, Explorers of the River Kingdoms, Volume 5. Oh, this is actually 15 gold worth. Anything else that we missed? Oh yeah, here. Ah, Ray of Enfeeblement. Neat. Silver Disc, Potion of Vanish. I like me some invisibility. Wow, this cat is like stuck on a loop as well. Ray of Enfeeblement. You can basically use everything, right? I mean, in theory. Oh, you have the raise that scroll. And you can use it as well. So, let's put one potion there. And this enfeeblement there. What does it do actually? Penalty to strength. Attribute is always quite hurtful. If your attributes get lowered. Yeah, but oh no, we're not even fatigued. I thought she would be fatigued after she wakes up from. Well, I guess she was just unconscious or something like that. I need a better system to sort these things. Okay. Sleepy sleep. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. Oh, the prophecy finally has found me. Yes, tell me, what is my destiny? In it you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out of the window, and you find out that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream. And then...
Hear me.
Ooh,
Please hear me. Can you hear me?
yes I can.
Please.
Well, that's something. The half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it's clear that she's exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched, and her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches toward you. Guardian of the Bloom. Well, something's blooming for sure. It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph. I'm glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight. It must be a dream. Begone, spirit. I've had enough of you. Now let's go with casual. Who are you? We're just
Who am
hanging
I?
out here.
Just a tear shed by the land itself,
Who?
the bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
Wow, she sounds sad. Oh well, let's go for it. I'm glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight.
Beauty is so tender. It can so easily be crushed under the blows of cruel fate. But you can save it from being undone.
Sparks light up and fade in the nymph's huge eyes. What do you want from me?
Aid. Salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog.
What's he doing? Trampling on flowers?
Soon even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
Oh, he's responsible for all that fogginess here around us somehow. So he has some sort of power, huh? The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog?
Yes, it hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
Oh, so he is like a fallen druid. He's like, usually druids are like neutral, super neutral, as neutral as can be, you know, balance of everything. So, but this druid seems to be different. This is the cool thing that I really like about a well-made fantasy RPG and fantasy in general. You never know what kind of adventure awaits. See, this is basically, speaking in MMO RPG on terms, this is your quest giver, but I think it's made well. You don't know in which direction that is going. You had a hint. You were expecting a normal bandit leader with a peculiar name, and now you get something more mystic and supernatural into this. And you get this elemental here, this nymph. This is what I really like. So I'm saying I like this game right now at the moment. I like the atmosphere and the music, by the way, is very good as well. I can like, it really fits the mood, even within battle. How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. My powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
So this is at least what I think is the interesting thing about fantasy games. You can, just by chance or just by being somewhere, encounter something supernatural and mystic, like I said, but also life is way more dangerous, but also more interesting. Maybe there's a lesson in there somewhere. If you have to fear for your life, then that, on the other hand, always means that your life is more interesting. I'm not sure if I really wanted to subscribe to that philosophy, but yeah, well, that's kind of what fascinates me. And I'm saying this sitting here in the security and peacefulness of my little room in front of a computer screen, so takes this with a grain of salt. Bad advice. But yeah, I think that's, well, you can basically risk-free try out what you would do if you would be living in such a world that is way more cruel and more intense, on the other hand. And you can look, it's also like in horror movies, it's like, what if, right? It's a little bit of testing yourself, of having some emotions without having to be actually responsible, and without having to deal with the consequences of your actions and choices. So that's there's always an element of experimenting in there, and that's what I really like as well. That's why I like to replay role-playing games like as an evil guy and see how a game turns out completely different if it's a good game. When you play an evil character. So yeah. And by the way, what they also did really well was the scene how they introduced Tuccio, the like the evil guy of the other party, the evil leader. Like, he gave you that ring as a present. It was, maybe I'm a little naive, but to me that was somewhat believable, you know. He's like, yeah, I'm an evil, arrogant guy, but you did well. Here, take that ring, my friend. You saved my life. And you think, all right. And then he uses exactly that ring, and that required a lot of, well, not a lot, but it required some planning ahead. So yeah, I like that. That was a smooth transition. That was a good planting. The story went there pretty smooth. So far, I'm liking this. Thornford has been revealed. Alright, I understand. Farewell.
I don't believe in fate, stranger.
Maybe we can drink a
But our
coffee
meeting
sometimes.
seems more than a
Together.
coincidence.
Yeah, I do too. The nymph's whisper fades as she disappears. Oh, this is our dream. That's just ending now. Safe location. There are no threats in this location. I wouldn't be so sure about this. There are still bandits around that want to kill us. It is a sort of headquarters where you can prepare your party for a new expedition. I see. In such locations, I had that like in games like those. A lot of the strategy RPGs have that. You have like Fallout Tactics or console games. I like to play Shining Force or something, really old games on the Sega Genesis. Anyway, so they had those headquarters. I think Fallout Tactics had that, right? Where you can talk with the guys and prepare. Well, they're a headquarter basically. where you can prepare your party for a new expedition. In such locations, companions don't follow you around, right? And will go about their own business. You can speak with them freely to get to know them better and romance them. Once you exit this location and return to the global map, you will be able to choose the companions you wish to take with you. So yeah, great, yay. We get to take, our group will be bigger than just 6 guys or so. Um, Hopefully the whole headquarter will be full of NPCs later. To choose the companions you wish to take with you, leaving the others here. I still wonder if we can join with the other rest of the party. Maybe even with Tertuccio. Whenever you meet a new companion but don't want to include them in your party right away, that companion will travel to this location on their own. Cool. Man, this cat is unleashed. Why did I need some lockpicks? Why couldn't I open that chest here? Locked. Oh, I see. I failed to pick this lock. Okay. What's this? Oh, more quick slots. Lindsay, what's up? Halfling. Oh, she's a halfling. I always thought she was a gnome. So sorry. Halfling girl with tousled hair, wearing a dusty traveler's outfit, sits chewing the tip of a quill. Just a moment. How should I put this? Oh, I know. She scribbles something quickly in a notebook scrawled with verse, raises her eyes and gives you a bright smile. Oh, hi. Oh, she's from Pitax. Or Pitax. You come from Pitax, right? Tell me about it. Oh, I love Pitax, even though they kicked me out. A joyful place. A haven for thieves and smugglers. Alright. What is life in Pitax like? Actually, Pitax has always been one huge nest of thieves. Bandits, river pirates, smugglers, fences, card shops. It's always been home for the likes of them. But that was before Iroveri became king. With him, a whole different life began there. Iroveri always wanted to make history, but not as another bandit with a crown. That's exactly what he is. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. He wanted to be glorified through the centuries as a great patron of the arts. So he built the Academy of Grand Arts and spent lots of gold to assemble the best artists, poets and musicians. Of course, the very best ones refused to go, but he got what he wanted in a way. If Pitax was once just a booze barn for thieves, now it's a cabaret. Have we read this? While not as popular as some of the great bardic schools of the inner sea, Pitax Academy of Grand Arts still manages to attract some students seeking greater specialization. What do you know of King Iroveri? He won his crown in a game of cards. How fitting. Which says as much about Pitax as it does about him. He's fiendishly clever. Some cheats I know told me that from the moment he appeared, he started to pulling off such schemes that the old city masters just scratched their heads. With him in charge, gold flooded into Pitax. And also, he is incredibly, unimaginably, fantastically decadent and conceited. Getting drunk with horse at the Lindsay. What words are coming out of your mouth here? I am not believing this. Well, this game just got another rating, right? Anyway, getting drunk with horse at the pub, that's not Lord Iroveri style. Oh no, he aims higher. dressing up like a male Calistria. Oh, now I like him. With a golden codpiece and holding a 3-week orgy with dancing on the rooftops. Parades, man, this is a man of my taste. I like what I hear. We should visit Pitax as soon as we can. Public execution, well, maybe not. And a contest for the best ode to the great unrivaled king. That's more like it. That's more like it. He also likes singing. Ugh. And he orders his guards to make this. Oh, I thought he ordered his guard to sing. That would be something, huh? Like, they're like super strong, like bodyguards, brutes, like giants, gigantic tall brutes, and they all have to sing, no matter what, no matter if it sounds bad, all day long. And he orders his guards to make the citizens gather for his shows. May Shellin have mercy on his listeners. Yeah, we know Shellin. Half the stuff's on Kudon. Is she actually a follower of Calistria? Does she believe in her? Tell me about the academy you studied at. You know, jokes aside, I'm thankful to Irovetti for building it, but he has no taste at all, whatsoever. He likes his art loud, bright, grandiose, and most importantly, glorifying His Royal Highness. Don't they all do? Those one single rulers, they all have like something in their butt. They think they're special. He kicked out the best charcoal artist because he didn't wish to spend money on grey scribbles. He sacked a masterful flute player from Tianjia for playing too quietly, and instead ordered them to open a kettle drum class. Holy. He even ordered the academy to expel me. And for what? An innocent limerick. I'm sure you were mocking him and making fun of the guy. Would you like to go back to the academy and finish your studies? I'd like to return, but on one condition. If they threw out 3/4 of the professors who teach there now, and returned all the ones they banished. If you ask me, I'm proud to have been expelled. If my art was to Irovetti's liking, then I would have reason to be ashamed. As long as mediocre lickspittles sit at the academy, and those with real talent back on the streets of Pitax, I will not cross the threshold of that place. Let me ask you something else. Of course, please ask. I'd be happy to chat all day. I have to go. Oh, would you look at the time? No, just kidding. Tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Where are you from? Pitax. I'm from all over. Haha. I was actually born in Galt, in such a tiny village that it's not even on the maps. If it weren't for my teacher, I'd still be living there, milking goats, weeding turnips, swilling homebrew, having babies, and using books only as kindling. So, where's Galt? A nation of freethinkers and radicals, renowned for brilliant poets, artists, and philosophers, whose ideas shaped the politics of the whole of Avestan. Galt was once a vassal nation of Chaliacs. Oh, so it's there. But I think Chaliacs had a lot of different vassal nations. I'm not sure though. After the death of Arodin, alright, there's like a gone god, and that the god that just doesn't show up anymore, and I don't know, something happened to all his followers. Let's look into this just in a minute. After the death of Arodin and the rise of House Thrune in Chiliax. Oh yeah, I like all things Chiliax, the whole backstory there. The people of Galt decided to throw off their foreign rulers along with their own nobles who had colluded with them. The executions did not end the bloodshed, and within 5 years the severed heads of the ministers of the first government rolled down the steps of the guillotine. In the 40 years since, there's also like a French Revolution country. That's why I'm not surprised. I think maybe somewhere near there, they are all like dressed like the French revolutionaries, like the same uniform and everything, but they have like bows or something. I don't know. It's a bit weird. In the 40 years since, over a dozen governments have ruled Galt, rising and falling like the waves of a stormy sea. Who was your teacher? He's a true saint. He was once an important person in the capital, at the Church of Shallon, but he got in trouble with the authorities and went on a self-imposed exile to the tiniest, most god's-forsaken, priestless village he could find, the one where I was born. He wanted to open a school, but the villagers wouldn't let him. You can heal us all you like, but no putting any ideas into our children's heads. It'll only distract them from the work. The music. It's neat. But he did teach me on the sly. He taught me how to read, how to write, and he gave me books, poems, legends. He was the one who told me about the Archknights of Avestan. And when I told him I was going on a journey, he gave a magic ring so that Shallon would protect me from harm. Avestan is a continent on the world of Golarion. A whole continent, I see. One of the most heavily settled areas on the planet, Avestan possesses as many varied cultures and environments as any other continent in the world, and an ancient history stretching back tens of thousands of years. Brevoy, the River Kingdoms, Numeria, and the Stolen Lands are all situated on Avestan. Although, I see, this is not that far away then. I haven't seen him since I ran away from home. I hope he's alright. I ask Shallon every day to grant him a long life. And new students. Archknights of Avestan? Who are they? Oh, you haven't heard of them? How can you be a hero without knowing one of the most epic stories in the history of stories? No, I won't spoil anything. You should just read about them yourself. Every single chapter. Sounds like a threat. Their adventures are what gave me the idea of going on a heroic quest and writing about it to begin with. And now, look at me. Here I am, on a heroic quest. Sure. How did you become a bard? When I realized there was nothing for me at home besides more radish patches, I decided to run away. A traveling book peddler, Tessie the Quill, happened across our village. Well, I stuck to her like a burr and wouldn't let go until she agreed to take me as an apprentice. Together we travel everywhere, to Brevoy and Taldor and even Ustalav. I think this is werewolf country. Ustalav. Taldor, or like vampire werewolf country. Taldor, knights, fair maidens, heroic adventures and righteous quests. These are the legends of old Taldor. But the once powerful empire has fallen from its former glory. Now rival nobles battle each other with bitter knights and proxy armies for personal power rather than honor. Ustalav, the immortal principality of Ustalav, is a fog-shrouded nation of countless horrors and a once proud realm that suffered under the clawed hands of the whispering tyrant for centuries. And then I found out about the Academy of Grand Arts in Pitex, and I thought, well, I love reading stories, so I can surely learn to write them too. I enrolled on my first try, and they even gave me a scholarship. And they expelled me. But that's okay. Well, I'm not good at imitating your laugh. But that's okay. They'd already taught me all the important stuff. And now, with Shallon's help, I can manage on my own. Do you worship Shallon? You think? Yes, not to offend the other gods, but she's the most important of them all. All the other gods guard the world as it is, but only the eternal Rose, the goddess of beauty, calls us to the world as it should be. She's an idealist. Yeah, the eternal Rose and the incorruptible. Why are your clothes so messy, by the way? Just look at you. You should, well, I wouldn't go there, but I guess since it's an option, we're going there. So, why are your clothes so messy? Lindy waves her hand carelessly. Forget it. I can't waste money on looks. I'd rather buy books instead. In 100 years, when people are reading my works, they aren't going to ask whether the author had holes in her sleeves. Well, I can understand that. Let me ask you about something else. Of course, please ask. I'd be happy to chat all day. Well, it might come to that if it goes on like this. This is only the first NPC. Oh boy. No, I'm enjoying that. If you're not, so sorry. Well, maybe it's not for you. This game, this Let's Play, whatever. It's your life. You can make your own decisions. Tell me about the book you're writing. What is there to tell? You've seen some of my rough drafts already, haven't you? It's a book about you and your adventures. I'm writing the whole truth, just as it happened. Well, the whole artistic truth. You know, no glory, no story. Oh, that's interesting. Why are you writing it? What's the point? I wouldn't ask that. Nah. So, what kind of character am I? In books, everything is simple. These are the heroes and those are the villains. In life, of course, it's completely different. Is it in RPGs? You have to make difficult decisions, and I don't always agree with you, but that's what makes you a complex, multifaceted character. This is like a tiny bit fourth wall breaking, right? Like lecturing us a little about storytelling here. You are like a force of nature, wild and unpredictable. You're full of surprises. I doubt I could make up a protagonist like you, even if I tried very hard. No offense, but your command of language is not that good. Why are you trying to insult the little halfling all the time? Full of inconsistencies. How do you feel about me reading your work in progress? Well, these are only drafts, but of course you're welcome to read them. Just keep in mind that even if you don't like what I write about, I won't change a single letter, so don't even ask. Of course it's a book about you, but it's my book, understood? The small writer's eyes glow rebelliously. Write whatever you wish. It's your right, but I shall decide if your book is allowed on my lands. well, why are we such an asshole? Write whatever you wish. I doubt you would defame me or, for that matter, overpraise. Yeah, let's give her something good. Thank you for your trust. I will not set out to please you, of course, but I still hope that you'll like my book as much as my other readers. Yeah, I think we're good for now. Tell me about your friendship with Tessie the Quill. What's there to say? The books woke my urge to travel, but it was only thanks to Tessie that I managed to really get out of my village. At first, Tessie tried in vain to get rid of me. What did she do? Did she, run away? Try to run away when you were on the toilet? But later, when I told her I was staying in Pinnox, she even shed a tear. I wonder where she is now. What's the deal with the ring you always wear on your finger? Ah, this. Lindsay holds her arm for you to get a clear view of the ring. It was a gift from me, from my first teacher. It's magical, imbued by the powers of Shallon, no less. When I get myself in trouble, it transports me to a safe spot. Whoa, that's damn useful. So, please don't be angry with me if I suddenly disappear from a fight. I wait for you here. Promise. Leave and do not return. I don't want to ever see you again. I have to go. Just don't leave without me. Of course, I could just write whatever you tell me, but if I wanted to stay cooped up in a dusty room, I'd still be sleeping through lectures at the academy. This is a girl to my liking. Alrighty, so I just wanted to check out the dead god because I find that story interesting. Oh, I guess Abada, Asmodeus, he's not even here, huh? Aroden. His name is Aroden, right? It is connected with Yomede, I think. Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, it is. We're not going through that then. When the time fits, we can do that. Is there anything that I missed? Any looting? Any item? So, ooh, what? This was an unknown person. Oh, hang on. Where are all my other guys? Or maybe outside. Svetlana, what's up? Good day. I hope you're feeling alright after that battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time, but if you have a moment, I have a request. What did you want to ask me? Svetlana lowers her head. This is a very personal request, and maybe not important enough for your time. I completely understand if you say no, but the first time the Stag Lord Suggs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring. Just tore it off my hand. It's just a trinket really, but it meant so much to me. Alright, I see where this is going. I remember every moment of the day all that came to me, that ring in hand, to ask if I'd marry him. I was standing in a fancy dress on the stairs of my father's home, fearing that I'd misheard something, or that I'd say something stupid, and everyone around would laugh. Laugh as well, probably. You never know with Shellin around. Svetlana interrupts herself, shaking her head gently. If you happen to find my ring among the bandits' possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognize. My name is engraved inside the band. Well, that should be easy indeed. Svetlana drops her eyes. Oh, on the floor? Lowering her voice. There's one more thing. Among the bandits, there's this really cute, dark-haired little guy. Please don't tell my... Well, where was I? There's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. In fact, she can be extremely dangerous and cruel. But please, I beg you, show her mercy, if you have the chance. Well, you won't tell me why, huh? Anyway, I'd be happy to help, Svetlana. Svetlana nods. I'm so grateful for your help. Man, I'm such a good guy. I could almost I don't know. Puke? Dance? Sing? I don't know. Depends. Tell me about yourself. How did you and your husband find the courage to establish a trading post in the stolen lands? Yes, this does indeed take some courage. It was Oleg's idea. What a bright idea. Though I supported him in it. We didn't realize the danger that it was here, of course. In Rostov, everyone respects the sword lords, and everyone's accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandi could be enough to fend off a street thug. That's practical. Or some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here, but not with the Stag Lords, man. What can you tell me about the Stag Lord? He's not just some average bandit. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the stolen lands into his personal kingdom. Oh my gosh, no, we cannot allow this to happen. This is like my land. A kingdom of fear and oppression. No, I want my own kingdom of fear and oppression, god damn it. Alright, so evil, good. Oh. Fear always follows power. It would be naive to think the Stag Lord is so much different from any other ruler. In life, you either inspire fear or cower from it. I prefer to be the one who is feared. Alright, I'll take the good option. I like adventures, but I definitely prefer the ones that involve stopping villains and helping people. Ugh. Where's my middle ground here? Well, I guess that's that. Alright, I'll deal with the Stag Lord, have no doubt. This is too much slime. I don't like this. I can't thank you enough for the hope you've given me, but please be careful. The Stag Lord is extremely dangerous. Oh, whoa! Look at the time. I gotta go. Farewell. Whoa! Did we level up just from talking? Recover Svetlana's Leviton's wedding ring. Alright, no, that's just a quest update. I feel I should level up. Like from doing the Let's Play. Like in real life. I don't know.
No stopping now.
Maybe not persuasion, but maybe like lore or something should level up. Oh right, this we haven't talked to Honoriel. 8 eyes. 8 eyes? Is he like an insect? The elf looks straight at you through the tangled hair falling over her face. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking your fortune in the stolen lands? You aren't the only one of your kind here. Take my advice. Keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes the ones who call themselves your friends are more dangerous than your enemies. Alright, Lindsay. Now, tell me the truth. What are you hiding? You are obviously with Tertusio. Let's put her in a cell, just as a safety measure. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious that she started the day with a jug of wine. Who are you? Honoriel 8 Eyes. The elf grunts. Honoriel 8 Eyes. Once upon a time, I was famous throughout Absalom. There's like a movie from there. Honoriel 8 Eyes of the Reckless 6. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later, and no one recognizes you in the street anymore. What a shame. So Absalom. For more than 4,000 years, Absalom has been the city at the center of the world. A metropolis-sized showcase of the greatest treasures in all Golarion. The city not only holds a key strategic position for both commercial and military endeavors in the region, but encompasses the site of the ascension of 4 deities and claims, to have been founded by none other than the last Aslanti, the god Erodin. There he is again. So, the god Erodin is also the founder of that city, Aslanti. So Atlantis, basically. Yeah. Man, I kind of forgot what I wanted to say now. Anyway, I wanted to say something about the. I don't remember it. Maybe it will come to me later. What are you doing here? I sit here waiting for adventurers. Well, this sounds like a new companion who are in need of help. We may be sitting here in a backwoods tavern, but in Absalom I have a lot of friends who are eager to make a few coins. Alright, now I know what I wanted to say. there are a lot of like in RPGs and many stories like Fallout maybe even has it there, like those post-apocalyptic scenarios, mm, or Numenera, that relatively new RPG. Um, they kind of built on like gone ancient civilizations. You have that a lot actually in RPGs. But we, as modern people nowadays, we don't have any ancient civilization. I mean, of course, we do have history. We do have ancient civilizations in that sense, but not. It's not like we are rediscovering some mighty artifacts from a time long gone, right? It's just everything we know has been developed like in a steady line. There's not a sudden jump because we find an artifact from Rome or something and suddenly now we know how to use electricity, or you know you know what I'm getting at, right? Something like that. So there's only one logical conclusion then. Well, not really, but I'm being a bit pathetic here. I'm being a bit well, just just go with it. So we are the ancient ones. We will be the ones. You know, they will dig out our bones and our like cars and whatnot, and they would say, "Oh, what's this? How does this work?" Well, that's odd. But if I put some fossil plants in this hole in here, then it suddenly does weird things, and it's like very strong, and you can travel with it like for miles, and so on. And they will wonder at the marvels of the lost world. That would be us, right? Of course, this kind of would involve a little nuclear war and maybe all that, but yeah, let's just say I'm not exactly an optimist. Okay. Well, so this is my this is what I think. We are the ancient guys. Yeah, we are. We will be the lost civilization that they will study later on, like in 1,000 years or something. Maybe some dolphins that have flooded the world and then developed their brains even more and like talk with each other in dolphin speak. But I digress. We are playing Pathfinder here, right? Mm, all right. But in Absalom, I have a lot of friends who are eager to make a few coins. They have brave hearts but shallow pockets. A little gold would be a welcome change for them. I can send them a message, and they will come from Absalom through a portal. Wow, that's neat. If you're interested, just give me a sign, and we'll arrange everything right away. Why are you called Eight Eyes? This is the most important question of all. Once long ago, I could spot an enemy and pin him to the wall before he could even think of attacking. Some said I had 8 eyes and looked all around at once. Though it seems I've outlived my nickname. Honoriel stretches her arm forward. Her palm trembles noticeably. The drinking, right? Tremor. I've been drinking so much lately, it's best I don't test my skills too often. A famous Pathfinder here in the middle of nowhere. Oh, so she is like a famous character from the Pathfinder lore, I guess. Pathfinder Society. I need loyal and experienced fighters. I have friends like that. Just decide who exactly you need and they will come on my signal. This will cost you about a horrendous amount of 2,000 gold pieces. Well, let me think about it. Would you like to join me? No, I've got tons of kegs to drink here. That's my job. I've got enough things to do already. You'd better manage on your own. Where were you, by the way, when the trading post was attacked? I was hunting. Got a little lost in the mist, which is the first time that's happened to me. I guess I should go easier on the drink. But don't you imagine I'd be scared of a good fight? If only I'd known I was missing all the action. But I see you've got everything under control. A famous Pathfinder here in the middle of nowhere. Why? You want to know how one could exchange the life of a Pathfinder for the sorry drunken rat hole? The light in Honorial's... Well, that's not nice to say in front of Svetlana here. The light in Honorial's eyes goes out as if someone had blown out a candle. You lose all your friends because of one scumbag, and then you'll understand. Oh, that's what she was referencing there. I was the only one to return from the final campaign of the Reckless Six, and whatever is left of me can't be called a seeker anymore. Yeah, that's it also happened to us. That's a common motive. It's also the whole motif of the whole main storyline of the Elder Scrolls MMO. It's all about the betrayal of the one of the I don't know. The party also has a name, the Glorious Five, something like that. I don't remember now. Honora remains silent for a long time, as if wondering if she wishes to poke the old wound. Here's the story. Our leader, Vermelt, was the best of us. Wise, brave, friends with everyone. One of those friends, a Divian adjacent, sent him a disturbing letter. He'd stumbled upon mention of some ancient books. See? Again, you just... Later on in 1,000 years, you will just stumble upon our stuff. Stumble on a refrigerator and you get it to work and you say, wow, that's great, I can put my deer in there. If I only had some electricity. Anyway. Ancient books on the art of necromancy. Secrets like those are best left hidden forever. Well, it depends. Let's put it that way. Depends on your alignment and your curiosity and... let's change the subject. Trust me, I've seen what that kind of magic can do. The elf bites her lip. Yeah, it doesn't really have a good standing, the good old necromancy. Personally, I'm a big fan of that school of magic. To make a long story and also I like illusion spells. I don't know, it's just my thing. To make a long story short, these volumes were supposedly hidden in the catacombs of Gallowspire. We decided that the books should be retrieved and kept safe by the Society. The Pathfinder Society is a globe-spanning organization based out of Absalom. The membership consists primarily of Pathfinders. So, hence the name of the game, right? Adventurers who travel throughout Golarion, usually inconspicuously, and explore, delve, and otherwise experience the lesser-seen parts of the world. They send journals documenting their travels back to their adventure captains, who also assigns them new missions and suggests new places to explore. The most exciting and illuminating of these journals are compiled in the Pathfinder Chronicles, an ongoing series of books that collect the history and mystery of Golarion for its membership and the general public. So, we gathered in a tavern, discussed the expedition, then proceeded to Ustalav. It was a normal mission, a quick and quiet recovery. Honorial smiles bitterly, but everything turned out to be much more complicated. We barely made it through the Witchgate Forest. All those terrible living trees. Ooh, sounds intriguing. Now I want to go there. Undead druids. Ooh, and their archers of bone. Oh, sounds like a place I want to visit. It was a miracle we managed to make it out alive. We'd chosen Wren Church to stop at. It was marked on Vermel's map as a safe enough haven to hole up in and lick our wounds. How I wish that had been true. Vermelt was the first to perish. He was attacked by one of the monsters hiding in the stables. It tossed him about like a feather and threw him down an ancient well. Everything is ancient there. His shout echoed for a long time, and I didn't hear the sound of him landing. And then Honora pauses and turns away, hiding her eyes. Enough. I shouldn't have gotten into this. Man, just when it got exciting. Who am I to stir up others' feelings with all my chatter? We'd better forget about it for now. And drink, drink, drink until we fall asleep. Maybe I'll tell you more some other time, but not today. But I want to know more about the Pathfinder Society. What exactly are you interested in? What is the purpose of the society? It's a school of adventurers. We search for those who are eager to test their skills, and we educate them and give them ideas about where on Golarion they might seek their fortune. They look for forgotten knowledge, secrets, and lost artifacts. They are explorers and pathfinders. We are a sort of mutual assistance club for adventure lovers. We exchange experience, share knowledge, and keep careful records. Oh, Lindsay would love you, in case it proves useful for future expeditions. And also, we publish books for thrill seekers and bored urban teenagers from wealthy families. Fourth wall, hello. What kind of members does this society have? All sorts of adventurers. We have representatives from all races, religions, and beliefs. The Grand Lodge is in Absalom. But there are many smaller lodges throughout Golarion, and the venture captains direct pathfinders to their goals from across all the corners of the world. There are many renowned heroes in the society, and many scoundrels as well, whose service to the society has brought them fame. Well, you cannot judge a scoundrel by its cover, or something. Who does the society support? You mean, who does it serve? No one in particular. Pathfinders try not to get involved in the quarrels of others. They serve only the spirit of adventure. This is what RPGs are all about. And sometimes they happen to save the world. However, that doesn't mean there are no black sheep among the seekers, like me. We'll talk about this later. The society is an interesting community. There is much to tell about it. Regarding your story, Honoriel looks at you silently. Remind me how that last campaign began? No. What happened in Renchurch? The elf shakes her head. I have no wish to fill your sleep with nightmares. When you prove that you can stand firm in battle. So this is like a reward for progression in the story and getting experience and leveling up. Then you get more of that story. That you can achieve victory without losing yourself along the way. Then I will tell you of the horrors that waited us in Renchurch, and probably it will all neatly connect with some events that are still ongoing, and then we get to be the deciding factor in that storyline, in that part of the plot. Let's talk about something else. I have to go. Well, that was a lot of dialogue. So, I guess we'll talk to some more guys outside? I'm not sure. And I still need to sell some stuff. Yeah, I'm still on my own here. Ooh. Who are you? Oleg. Oleg and Bolek. Greetings. Oleg seems to be in a good mood and greets you warmly. You certainly ruffled those villains' feathers. Well, anyway, new day, new troubles. Have you seen the fog? Never seen anything like it before. Yeah, maybe it's like in the movie. Oh, that's a good movie, by the way. The Stephen King story. The fog. The road to Restov looks like someone spilled milk and it just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through that soup. Not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me. I'd bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumors say he deals with all kinds of bad magic. Show me your wares. Oleg. Nothing's too good for such a good person. I hope this is a shared stash. Padded. No, studded. Studded. Leather. Man, this is really chaotic. Studded. Anyway, studded. Leather. Studded. Short sword. It looks like a broken sword, to be honest. Club. Leather. Club. Studded. Club. Well, this is like a boring outfit. They all get the same, huh? Studded. Composite longbow. I think she has one, right? Leather. Longbow. Leather. Short sword. What about this? Ring. Disc. Yeah. And that's that, right? Oh, there's a book I haven't looked at. Overloaded? Still overloaded. Oh, I'm on my own here. I see. No, I don't know. We'll check that out later. Yeah, I'm on my own. So, let me see. Guide for travelers, hunters, and explorers of the River Kingdoms. Volume 5. Monsters and Beasts. Will-o-wisp. An amusing long ball which looks harmless. I like will-o-wisps. And doesn't arouse any natural suspicion. Pretends to be a guiding light in the marshes, but leads travelers to certain deaths. The agonizing fear of their victims is this monster's nourishing dinner. If you manage to resist their tricks, make sure you have some electrical protection. The monster electrocutes any visitors it fails to lure into terror. Werewolf, one of my other. Yeah, I do really love werewolf movies and zombie. Everything zombie. Well, I like it best, and I like a lot of stuff actually. Werewolves prefer to hunt in groups and attack lone travelers. It's entirely possible that a Varisian camp or troop could turn into a pack of bloodthirsty lycanthropes under cover of darkness. Ordinary weapons stand little chance against them, but a silver blade greatly increases your chances of survival. Primals. Powerful creatures of the primal realm occasionally visit this world for amusement. It's best to stay out of the primal's way. Don't fight it. It's extremely dangerous, but if a life is at stake, resort to cold steel. Oh, so we get a few hints on what the weakness of certain monsters is. Alright. That's good. I think we have read this, right? Yeah. Barbarians, right. Cooking Almanac. Let's just put the books together. Maybe if I have a kingdom, I will actually have a library, and I can put the books somewhere in there. Now that I think of it, Baldur's Gate also had those books where you can read like a little bit of backstory. Whoa, lag. I always like that. Since the game's lagging, I guess this is a good time to interrupt the video. See you guys soon, and next time, and so on and such. Bye bye.